Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon ROM editing. If you don't know already, in this series I'm going over Pokemon that we have edited and made viable in Pokemon Generation 3 because I'm essentially making a ROM for my friends to enjoy. Also I'll play it as well. They're also helping me coming up with ideas and everything for the Pokemon. Shoutout Arid, shoutout SoarinFlying, and shoutout Dylan. But essentially we are increasing stats of Pokemon that are bad, changing some typings if they sound interesting, and also giving them better abilities that are trash, and giving them better level up stats. The tools that I'll be using are in the description, but without further ado, let's continue. So where we left off last was Poliwrath and Politoed, so let's continue forward with Abra. So I'm pretty sure we did not change this at all. We just gave Abra Confusion at level 1. Kadabra, just very good. We really didn't change much. We gave it Recover, Thunder Punch, Recite. So we gave it Thunder Punch and Fire Punch. Shadow Ball, which is physical, pretty trash, but you know, I guess it's coverage is coverage. Changed it to be from a Trade Evolution to level 40. Alakazam, Confusion, Light Screen, Psychic, Trick, Shadow Ball, Calm Mind, and Signal Beam. This should be sorted by level up. Honestly, Alakazam is already really good in the base game. Very fast, hits hard. Does not really need to be changed at all. So we just kind of updated its move learn set, and realistically, this Pokemon need no help in the first place. Moving forward, we have Machop, who now has Guts, which I had before, and Pressure. Looking at its moveset, it now has Pursuit, Cry Chop, gets Dizzy Punch, Revenge, Rock Blast for some coverage, Submission, Shadow Punch, Poison Jab, and Dynamic Punch. And essentially looking at Machoke, pretty much the same thing, but after Dynamic Punch, it gets Sub-Focus Punch, which I was really adamant that I wanted Machamp to have Sub-Focus Punch as a moveset, because if you guys don't know, set up a substitute on something the next turn. If they don't, you know, obviously if they didn't attack your substitute when you set up, you can go for a focus punch and you'll do a bajillion %. Machamp, we didn't also alter its stats any because it has really high attack stat. We felt like it's slow, but it still puts in a lot of work. Submission, Shadow Ball, Poison Jab, essentially all working together with its high attack stat, so it has really good coverage as well. Dynamic Punch is a little bit lacking in the fact that there's no guard in this game, so Dynamic Punch is kind of like a risk factor. I honestly thought about increasing its accuracy to 70%, and I'll also talk to the boys about it, and we will probably confirm that Dynamic Punch be buffed up to 70%, so kind of like a Hurricane. Although is Dynamic Punch 100? Wait. Dynamic Punch is what? It's 100 with 50 base? Okay, bruh, okay. Yeah, we'll fix that. But moving forward, of Machamp, we now have Bellsprout, Chlorophyll as one of its abilities, which is totally normal, and a new ability in Water Absorb. Pretty normal. I mean, you're not really trying to take... I mean, you could take water type moves before, but just having like an immunity will definitely benefit, and Bellsprout having water absorb definitely helps, but it's not like anything crazy. So and also it makes logical sense. I mean, he literally is just like straight up Sprout. But anyway, Vine Whip early on, Wrap, very bad move, probably should change that. Acid, Sleep Powder, getting the powders early on. Razor Leaf, Slam, then Weather Ball. Looking at Weeping Bell, same abilities. Vine Whip, then it gets Razor Leaf, Sludge, which are so Razor Leaf is special, Sludge is physical because Poison's physical, Grass special, and then it starts to get into learning some Sun stuff because it obviously has Chlorophyll, so Sunny Day, Solar Beam, Weather Ball, Sludge Bomb, Synthesis, and then Leaf Blade. So overall, very good Pokemon, and it does get Sludge Bomb, so it's doing the maximum damage. Victreebel evolves with a Leaf Stone. Still same thing. But except now, at level 33, you get access to Bubble Beam, because why not? If you already have Water Absorb, why shouldn't Victreebel get Bubble Beam? I mean, it has like that saliva stuff coming out of its top or whatever. Why not? Alright, so now it has Bubble Beam. It can also learn Leech Seed, Toxic, Sludge Bomb, Synthesis, and Leaf Blade. So if you evolve it early on, you can actually get access to some more Stally sets, which benefit with the Water Absorbability, obviously. But still, even if you just have Sludge Bomb, Leaf Blade, and Synthesis, you're still doing a lot of good things as Victreebel. So hopefully this Pokemon will put in a lot more work, but if not, we could always increase its speed slightly, but we'll see. We're gonna eventually start testing soon. We're almost done with first 151, so we'll see after that. Then we have Tentacool, same abilities. Whoa, we give it Sludge Bomb early on. Hold up, that's not right. That should be like 42. Tackle, Acid, so it gets a good Poison Water type move early on. Sludge, Water Pulse, Barrier, which ups defense. Sludge Bomb, and we made Octazooka a better move. It is in fact 60 base power and gives you a +1 special attack boost after you use it. So it's essentially a Water type Charge Beam. Although Tentacools and Tentacool are not that offensive, it still definitely appreciates having a +1 special attack boost. Looking at stats, we really didn't change anything. Gets Octazooka, gets some coverage with Icy Wind and Giga Drain, Ice Beam, Sludge Bomb, and Hydro Pump. Honestly, this thing will be a monster because base 100 speed is very, very good, especially for this typing that is really, really offensive. Even though it doesn't have super high attack stat to benefit its poison typing, Water, Ice, Grass is very, very good coverage, and Octazooka giving you that +1. Tentacool will now probably be a little bit more offensive than it used to be, so yeah, very good Pokemon. Then we are looking at the Geodudes, which now I think it's always had Rockhead, but now has an additional ability and Battle Armor, giving it some self-destruct explosion early on, so I can when I make this ROM really have some fun. I'm just kidding, but looking at its movesets, it's Submission pretty early on, which is a pretty strong move, but also it's damaging yourself. So, I mean, if you get Rockhead, it's very beneficial. Rock Throw, Magnitude, Dig, Rock Blast, Earthquake, Double Edge. Double Edge obviously being the move that you want with Rockhead. Then looking at Graveler, Rock Throw, learning some punches and Thunder Punch, gets Ancient Power, Sandstorm, Excel Rock, which we added, Rock Blast, Shadow Punch, Earthquake, Double Edge, Head Smash, which we also added for Rockhead. Honestly, this thing is a monster. Golem also getting some more of the same treatment, Shadow Punch, Earthquake, Double Edge, Head Smash. We also made the evolution at 40. And you know, the thing is, it's getting access to these really strong moves, but looking at speed, it's still very slow and has a very low special attack, or special defense, excuse me. So we felt that even though it's getting a lot of good coverage and a lot of strong moves, it gets counteracted with the fact that Golem is already naturally so slow, and if you hit it on the special side, which a lot of moves are special, especially the moves that it's weak to, it will essentially die. So not really worried about Golem being too overpowered. Then looking at Ponyta, decided to give it speed boost and flash fire. Looking at its movesets, quick attack, ember, double kick, takedown, blaze kick, bounce, draw run, which we added as a ground type move, and fire blast. Looking at rapidash, quick attack, agility, bounce, jump kick, thrash, mega warren, draw run, fire blast. So a lot of good coverage. Already pretty fast Pokemon, and has decent attack stat, just needed some more coverage for it to be viable, which also speed boost, it's already fast, so I don't think the speed boost will overly benefit it that much, but we'll see. It's still a lot better Pokemon than it was before. Looking at Slowpoke, now we have Water Psychic, Oblivious Own Tempo, Water Gun, Confusion, Disable Headbutt, Amnesia Psychic, Ice Beam, Slowbro, Water Pulse, Body Slam, Slack Off, Psychic, Ice Beam, Trick, Calm Mind, and then Slowking, you know, obviously is the exact opposite of what Slowbro is, and its defense and its special defense are switched, but instead now Slowking gets Perish Song, I think instead of Ice Beam, which Slowbro gets Ice Beam. So we didn't really change much. off of the Slowpoke line because they're already good, especially defensively. But yeah, and then let's quickly go over Magnemite and Magneton, and we'll call this one good. We'll call this an episode. Magnemite, Magnepool, and Static. I think I had Magnepool before, but I'm not sure. Tackle, Metal Sound, Thunder Shock, Sonic Boom, Thunder Wave Spark, Flash Cannon now, and has Thunderbolts. And then when it evolves, it gets Screech, Flash Cannon, Tri Attack. It's not terrible for its attack stat, it's okay. Then we have Thunderbolt, and then we have Doom Desire, which is obviously Jirachi's signature move. But we thought, you know, Magneton's not getting a lot of good coverage here. We might as well give it a super strong move, and Doom Desire, which is like a Future Sight Steel type move, which there's a lot of Pokemon that resist Steel, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then we change Zap Cannon to essentially be an Electric type Hyper Beam, where you can use it but you have to recharge. So it's not bad anymore, but it also doesn't have a percent chance to paralyze. It's just strictly like a 1-turn Hyper Beam that I think is base 110. It's 120, and it has 1-turn recharge. So hopefully that will be a stronger like last resort move for Magneton as well. And yeah, I believe that's the episode. Thanks for everyone that watched. Make sure you leave a like, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.